Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cousin Crystal. I'm your Cousin Crystal. And I have been meaning to come on, for 2 weeks now. And I wrote something down 2 weeks ago. I wrote down, be about my father's business. And last week I wrote a few words down. And just, last week I traveled, so I didn't really get a chance to make a video. But a couple weeks ago, I wrote down, be about our Father's business, our Heavenly Father's business. And it's time to stop playing around, y'all. It's time to stop playing around. It's getting serious out there. A lot is happening. I was traveling from Pennsylvania last week and was in a bus depot out there, and I saw a father, like, I can't call it anything other than attack his son. And the kid had to be maybe 4, 3 or 4. And the kid, I was paying attention, so the kid really wasn't doing anything, just moving around in the seat. He wasn't making any noise. And this man stood over him and bow. And the kid just sat there, froze. And I guess the little girl sitting next to him was his sister, and she knew not to move. But people are attacking their children. What is going on? I'm looking at the news and seeing that people are killing their children. They're attacking their children, and children are attacking parents. I don't know what's happening. But I'm telling you, if we all getting real close to God, life won't be so stressful, and it won't be so tough, and it'll actually be easier. The closer you are to God, the easier life gets. Take it from me, I'm telling you. But yeah, so being about your Father's business actually is following the laws, statutes, and commandments. I keep saying it. And that is what God is looking for all of us to do, is to make sure that we follow His word and His laws and His commandments. So we got to do that. I can't stress enough how important that is, that we all do it, because if some don't, it will have an effect on all of us. So we must all, do these things. And I'm going to tell you, there's a website, I pulled it up here, where you can find like a lot of information, and they could probably even tell you, it's probably on this website somewhere, all of the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. But Gathering of Christ Church, I follow them on YouTube, Gathering of Christ church.org. So check their website out. I know they have the holy days. Like you all, all of us have had the Sabbath day, which is the day that people go to church, worship. The day of rest is the day of worship. You're resting from work, but you're worshiping. And we always went on Sunday, and it's always been recorded as Sunday. They taught us Sunday, but they taught us wrong. It's actually Saturday is the Sabbath day. And I'm sure I didn't know until months ago that it was actually called the Sabbath day. The day that you go to church is supposed to be the Sabbath day. And Sunday is the wrong day, though. It should be Saturday. So all those churches that, I don't know. But we're correcting ourselves. As we learn better, we do better, is what I heard. I think Oprah said that years ago, or someone said it on Oprah, but I adopted it. I say it all the time. As I learn better, I do better. So, and that's what we all must do. But Gathering of Christchurch.org, and find out what those holy days are. And they have a lot of stuff there. So you'll check them out. But yeah, so we'll all begin to make sure that we are about our Father's business. Life is easier when we focus on our Father's business. So yeah. And then so last week I went back. I think I mentioned in an earlier recording that back in the days of Noah, they lived 800, 950 years, hundreds of years. And so that got me to thinking about healthcare. Because not only did I think about how long they live, I thought about all these news articles I'm seeing now in news programs where doctors are discussing how Black and Latino women are losing babies in the delivery room at an alarming rate. And we had like 100 babies, back in Noah's day. Women had, they had 50, 60 babies. So what changed? I'm asking, what changed? Something is very wrong. Back in those days, people got sick, but people ain't getting sick like this. Well, you on dialysis and you on this and you on medications and all. Something is wrong. People, we got to stop and think about this. I'm reading the Bible. I think I mentioned I'm reading the Bible from the beginning to the end, and I'm all the way up to 1 Samuel, and I'm memorizing all of the books as I go, so I can say them in order, as I read them. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, and now 1 Samuel. So I'm going to memorize the books as I read them. Like Jamie Foxx's daughter, right? Take her on, we'll do battle. But yeah, so people are losing babies and people are not, so we think, if you live to 80, that's a long time. 90, that's a long time. No, it's not. Because back in the days of Noah, these were our ancestors. These are our ancestors. And they lived hundreds and hundreds of years. So that tells me that something is off. And I know the food. We can blame the food. I know that I spent a lot of years overeating. So we're overeating, but also I don't trust the food much, so I don't eat a whole lot. Which is why I don't know why I don't lose weight. My daughter Serena said, "You don't even eat." I was like, "I know, I hardly eat." And so anyway, but yeah, losing babies, it's strange to me. And I think like somebody needs to pay some serious attention to this. That in the days of Noah, hundreds and hundreds of years, everyone lived that long. Unless they were killed, of course, or the Heavenly Father found them unworthy and, had them slaughtered or something. Or just sent to sleep. But yeah, that's scary to me. And somebody better start questioning. Why? Why are people so sick? Why are they not living past 100? I think, we celebrate the people that do, but there are not that many that do. But something's wrong. So I just threw that out there so that people could start to think about, about this the way that I am. Like, what changed? And why are so many women losing babies? Like, we didn't have hospitals and birthing centers. Our ancestors didn't have those places to go. They had babies right down on some straw or something. And their babies lived. So what's wrong? Things that make you go, So, I'll keep doing my research on that. Wow, that's scary. And also, the other thing with that is, so for some years, a long time ago, I had vitiligo. I still have it a little. I have a little dot, so I'm trying to get it to turn brown. But there was a time when one side of my face I lost the color. And I went to a dermatologist who gave me a steroid cream that I had to use. And it's a steroid cream, she said, and the side effects are skin cancer and blindness and a bunch of other stuff, she said. And, you know, what stuck out to me, what I remembered and scared me, was the skin cancer and the blindness. And, but it was, she said it was the only thing that was available for vitiligo, she called it. Vitiligo. And this is, I don't know about this whole health system, because reading the Bible, you can actually find out what the sickness is, even though it wasn't a sickness, but this, you know, skin color discoloration. So it's called leprosy. And it's explained in the Bible, in the beginning of the Bible. And they just made up a name, vitiligo. And that's not even what it is. It's called leprosy, and explained exactly the way I got it. So there's a whole, you know, chapter on it. But so yeah, I mean, they're just making names up. Like, something is wrong with the healthcare system. We think, you know, okay, they got a name for it. They're brilliant. They figured that out. Well, no, that's not even what it is. What? And they told me that the only thing I could do was use that steroid cream. So after the third time I used it, over the years, I used it 3 different times. And after that third time, I actually prayed on it and spoke with God. And God told me at that time, just stay away from meat for a couple months. Don't eat any meat. Just eat fruits and vegetables. And that's what I did. And my face turned back to brown without the steroid cream. Without the harmful steroid cream, my face turned back to brown. That's insane. And I'm like, so here it is. I went to a dermatologist who has studied skin and claims to know exactly what this is, and says that only this harmful cream is what is going to fix the issue. And that was not true. That was not true. For me, anyway. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not telling anybody that has vitiligo not to trust what your dermatologist says. I'm just saying what I did, and, and how I handled it, and who I turned to eventually, and how mine got healed, mostly healed. So yeah. Just making names up for stuff. What in the world? And that's not all that I find that they are incorrect about, but I don't know, something is very wrong. I'm getting a lot of information, and wow, mind-blowing. Healthcare, mind-blowing. Okay. What else did I have here? Vitiligo. Yeah, I think that's really all I had. I put sun here. I always like to mention the sun because we really need the sun. Like neuromelanin, yeah. Neuromelanin, that's it. That's what we have, and we have to get sun. I know that you have people trying to destroy the sun. But we actually need the sun. So every chance you get, if it's not too cold or not too hot, although I don't know if it can be too hot, but you make sure you get the sun. And I'm going to try to do the same. And that's all I wrote down. But now let me just tell you, the website, I'm hoping to launch it soon. I'm trying to get products, the specs for all of the products that I'm going to be selling. This is one of my t-shirts I made. I actually drew this robot and on paper and took it to a t-shirt maker, and they were like, and I went to a few, like all the t-shirt makers before the one that made this for me laughed at it. Like, cause I can't draw. I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at it. But I finally, and I said to them, I'm going to send it to you, but you can't laugh. And so I sent it, and they were like, not laughing. I'm sure they laughed, but they actually made it. I have quite a few T-shirts that I'm going to be selling on the website. But if you want to get one before, just drop a comment below, and I'll try. Oh, or email me. There you go. Email me at royalfamilyliving@gmail.com. So that's Royal, ROYAL FAMILYLIVING LLC@gmail.com. Royalfamilyliving@gmail.com. Yeah, and yeah, I'll take you on the T-shirts are $15. $15 for these T-shirts. So really cool. And I think I have medium, large, and extra large. I think I have those in this. I have those 3 sizes. Oh, maybe not. No. Ooh. Send me an email if you want it, and I'll email you back with the sizes I have. I think I have small, medium, and large. I'm not really sure. So email me if you want it, and I'll email you the sizes that I do have, and you'll decide from there which size you want to purchase. But $15 are the T-shirts, and the furniture is there'll be luxury, high-end furniture on the website. I'm excited about that. Oh my goodness, the lamps. I have one of them here. It's not really a lamp though, this one. It'll all be on the website soon, royalfamilyliving.com. So, and don't forget that I am a certified life coach. Cousin Crystal is my name. And if you want to book sessions, go ahead and email Cousin Crystal 1. Yeah, I got to learn these email addresses myself. COUSINCRYSTAL, the number 1 @gmail.com. Yeah, Cousin Crystal 1 @gmail.com. For info on booking sessions. And don't forget that there's also a travel website. So if you plan on traveling this year, I know a lot of people are going to travel, despite what's going around, a lot of people are going to travel. So Royal Family Destinations .intellitravel.com. So that's Royal Family Destinations .intellitravel.com. So for your travel needs, in fact, I booked my trip to Pennsylvania. I had a meeting last week, and I actually was able to book the trip through my website. So the website is easy to use. And if you have like a really big trip, or you just don't want to do it yourself, go ahead and email royalfamilydestinations@gmail.com, and let me know where you're planning on going. And there's specials. I got a special today, I think, for Mexico, trip for Mexico. It looks like a beautiful deal. And so if you want me to forward that to you, just go ahead and, again, email royalfamilydestinations@gmail.com. And it's in booking, so you can book your trips on that site. Excuse me. Yeah, and I don't think I had anything else here. I just wanted to jump on. I hadn't been on for a while, and it's a little nerve-wracking coming on. I have to get used to this, but a little nerve-wracking coming on. And I was sitting watching another YouTuber a little while ago, and I heard her say, and she's been on YouTube for, a while, for a few years, and she said to her audience just today, it's a little nerve-wracking taping these videos. So if you don't do it, don't criticize. So I guess somebody wrote something in her comments that was not nice, and she was checking everyone. But and when she said that, I'm like, you know what, she's right. I think I've been avoiding getting on the camera because this is new for me. But you know what, I'm here. And it's actually a podcast. I'm gonna send the audio over on my podcast, but the video will be on YouTube. So yeah. So I got up and got on here, and it wasn't so bad. So I thank you for tuning in today, and I promise I'm going to do my best to try to do at least one podcast in video per day, Monday through Friday. I'm going to try anyway. All right. So, because I got to get used to it, you know. And then I was in a studio last week. So eventually I'm going to be taping 2 podcasts a month in the studio. So I got some studio time coming up. Yay! Thank you for tuning in. I'm your cousin Crystal, and I'll see you next time here on Cousin Crystal. Have a great evening.